We love hip
I
hop.
wanted to just start with this whole Drake future and rumor. There's been rumors about this Iceman feature where I think they've been saying that feature that Future is supposed to be an Iceman. And I don't know how I feel about that. Okay. I started a poll over here in the chat asking, should Drake make friends with Future? All right, I'll show you guys a clip before I get into any of my commentary or any of my feelings about this. All right, coming from the Breakfast Club, a rare clip from the Breakfast Club. Hopefully, Netflix don't give us a copyright, but let's see what Charlamagne got to say.
You want to hear it? You know, somebody told me they actually heard it yesterday.
Did they say it was good?
It was fire.
I don't. They didn't say whether it was good or not. They said Future was on it though.
Oh, dope.
Oh, okay.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So you didn't ask them if it was good or not? They said they heard the album?
I didn't care.
Yeah, and they probably knew he didn't care, so they didn't offer that.
True.
Nothing will ever get you excited about Drake. Like, all right. Well,
I like when he raps though. I just haven't, heard it. You want to hear it? Somebody told me they actually heard it yesterday.
Right. So somebody, he said somebody told him that they actually heard it. He didn't actually hear it. Somebody told him that they heard it. All right. So I don't know how much that really gives us information on the validity of whether there is a future Drake track. However, I do be scrolling through these Reddit streets just to see how the people are feeling, just to, check the temperature and shit. And I was on the R Drizzy page. Okay. And big salute to all the people who are on the R Drizzy page. Let me know if any of you guys, one in the chat, if any of you guys over here on this live stream are R Drizzy contributors. You know what I'm saying? But they're saying over here, would it be disappointing if Drake works with him again? He started the takedown and recruited everyone to end Drake. And just some of the feelings over here in the chat or in the comments, I mean, it says, why you niggas always bringing up Metro like he did that shit alone and acting like Future is innocent? He amplified Drake's haters by allowing them to get on his album. He performed like that for 2 years, and that nigga knew exactly what he was doing. They both sorry as fuck. All right. And listen, these are the opinions of super Drake fans. Like, this is the R Drizzy page. So you're not going to hear a lot of people who are anti-Drake on this page or objective. So just bear with them. I'm in agreement. While every other artist took on Drake, I listened to except Kendrick, and that's mainly because he cheated and is the utter hypocrite. My bad. Also, fuck Rick Ross, cop ass. I don't want him preaching up and to choose to publicly attack. Now it's just time for him to focus on himself and for them to just go about their business. Like that was World War II. Holy shit. Legit, Future has a lot to thank Drake for in his career, unlike Metro. A lot of people aren't happy with this. There's not one comment on this that's like saying, you know what, they should just be friends again. And I'm kind of in agreement with that right there, bro. Who's this in the chat right here? Say, you're a snitch. You're a snitch. Me? Did I snitch on you? This nigga about you're a snitch. Anyhow, let's stay focused, okay? But yeah, I got another post here because Rory and Maul more specifically, kind of confirmed the validity of this future feature. All right, say that 3 times fast. Future feature. So let's hear what Maul got to say.
Been going viral all morning. This is in real time. Can you confirm or deny that Future is on Iceman as of March 12th, 2026? Duppy sigh. Big fact.
Is he on Iceman as it stands today, March 12th?
I just said March 12th, 2026.
He might be.
Okay.
I mean, I personally, the information I have on the album, it's
he's on the board. He's on the whiteboard.
He's
on the whiteboard.
Ideas.
There's a whiteboard
Is it
with
a
it.
parentheses, an asterisk? Like what is? Well, ideas.
Question mark?
Ideas.
Holy shit. Okay, we'll restart this in a second. Let's address this guy on this. What's her name? Or what's your name here? Trigger Tails. Trigger Tails. Obviously, Trigger Tails needs some attention because his name, he got the word trigger in his name. So that means he's a budman. All right. As far as any snitching allegations, if you're talking about any times when I was still on roads, no. I ain't never snitched on anybody when I was on road. As far as what you dumb knucklehead Neanderthal knuckle dragging idiot goofs idiots consider snitching in the 2026, the big 2026, if it means, oh, I've reported a few blog pages for trying to diss me, or I reported a few blog pages for not crediting content for after a while, if I'm the one who was responsible for taking down 6 sounds, and if you want to call me a snitch, then snitch it is then, my nigga, all right? Because we're talking about the internet and not the motherfucking street. Thirdly, I am a tax-paying civilian, business owner, and multiple business owner. I'm not even going to say one business owner. All right. So take your knuckle dragging ass and drag it the fuck over to the other networks or somewhere else where people give a fuck about snitching. Loser. Goofy.
Ideas are
Morning. This is in real time. Can you confirm or deny that Future is on Iceman
Nigga
as
living
of
in the
March
past.
12th, 2026? Duppy side.
Big fact.
Delete yourself, my youth.
Is he on Iceman as it stands today, March 12th?
I just said March 12th, 2026.
He might be.
Okay.
Easy
I mean,
fact,
I
put up.
personally, the information I have and on the album, it's
He's on the board. He's on the whiteboard.
He's
He's on the whiteboard.
Ideas.
There's a whiteboard
Is it
with
a
it.
parentheses, an asterisk? Like what is? Well, ideas.
Question mark?
Ideas are being created.
Yes.
See, this is what I don't like. Because Maul might have a little bit more information than the average person. Just because, I don't know, he maybe just talking to Drake directly behind the scenes, and I'm sure he has different OVO guys that he's close with. All that is cool. But it still doesn't take away from the fact that, bruh, this nigga tried to take you down. He tried to act like later on, like, oh, wait a minute. When he was talking about the big 3, he kind of dissed me. Nah, bro. Kendrick didn't diss you on his own song, on your own song, bro. He was dissing Drake. So let's not try to act like stupid and disingenuous. You know what I'm saying? You had a contributing factor in taking Drake down or trying to take Drake down, because he ain't down, but trying to take him down over the 2024 period. You actually set off the first missile. So I don't know if I'm really that comfortable. Me personally, you know how, like, if a man punches you in your face, right? And we're going by street rules, maybe. So maybe I need to unlearn that too. But if a man disrespected you, punched you in your face, shot up your house, and I'm not saying these people did any of this type of stuff, but socially, they were trying to do this type of shit to him, all right? Brought the guy into your cipher that was going to be the one to try to take you out, right? Backdoored you, basically. Are you going to turn around later on and be like, listen, man, we made some good songs together. We made some good money together. Fuck all that shit, bro. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt that you never heard like that before it got released. You never heard the Kendrick verse, at least, before it got released. You know, Metro held that from you. We'll put it on Metro. I just don't know, man. Like, I'm looking at that nigga who has that dude back in his cipher who, like, figuratively spit in his face. I'm looking at that dude like, nigga, you a little bit soft. I don't want to be saying this about you, Drizzy. I fuck with you. Even if you're watching this, I fuck with you, bro. But, like, I'm kind of looking at the nigga like, bruh, you beg friend that much, fam, that you're going to let guys like that get back into the cipher? Nah, bro. I know he's he's a hit maker. He's an essential part of a lot of people's albums, but bruh, he's getting old too. You can have a futureless album and still make a classic, brother. That's all I'm thinking. You don't have to be friends with these niggas.
Gotta say the ideas
or even like associates, to be honest,
are being created, have been created.
Did they write Future on the whiteboard or say Hendrix?
Well, no,
I prefer Hendrix.
I don't know about that, but I know ideas
or his full government
have been created. Ideas continue to be created. Ideas have been pivoted from.
Okay, got you.
So yeah, it's
not mad at that.
Where you went to media training school at? They still like still open or they like shut down?
Noel told him that.
No, that's just a fact. It's just ideas are being created. It's, the album is being,
fleshed out.
It's still a process.
Interesting.
That's all.
But I thought, because this isn't even information that like we had behind the scenes. I thought it was kind of like known that Drake and Future pieced it up. I saw everyone was like, yo, what the fuck? How could this happen?
Pieced it up how? And I do remember that. That was like maybe 6 months ago, if I'm not mistaken. Wasn't comfortable with that either.
I thought they hated each. Wasn't that like kind of common knowledge on the timeline? That they were cool again?
Oh, I don't know that. I don't know about that. But I don't think there's.
I'm tapped in with the Twitter rumors that was going around everywhere. That Future and Drake were cool again.
I don't think it's far-fetched that they may work together again. I don't think that's a far-fetched idea.
Music is exponentially better when those guys are cool.
I would hope to God Drake and Future are friends. Yeah. And
see, this is the soft part about friggin' Rory and niggas like that when they're like, and maybe you know what? Let me take it back. Okay, I fuck with Rory. Maybe it's me. Maybe because I hold grudges, bro. I'm a grudge holder, so maybe I need to like let go of the grudge. Y'all let me know in the comments. I'm actually gonna check the polls right here. I'm just trying to see over here because my shit's been acting a little bit wonky right now. So I have in the polls I asked, should Drake make friends with Future again? 56% of y'all are saying no. 43% of y'all are saying yes. And that 43%, that y'all might be the more healed individuals in the chat. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Because it might be a me thing. I might need to just like let go of grudges and shit. Because I see shit like this, bro. And I'm like, damn, man, I would have been like, you cost me a few tens of millions, maybe hundreds of millions of dollars. You don't know what kind of money this nigga lost behind the scenes with the whole 20v1 that was happening. All right. Connections that this guy lost behind the scenes that were once cool connections. And now because you facilitated the beginning of the civil war against Drake, that being Future, that a lot of this money was lost behind the scenes. You're going to be cool with that guy? Maybe in a more evolved Friday would be cool. And just maybe I'm not there yet. You feel me? What are you saying over here, Juicy Hamburger? He says they all getting older, so maybe it's a mature thing. Yeah, and I'm older than both of them niggas, bro. Maybe I need to grow up, man. Because I'm just like holding on to it like, nigga, fucking for life. All right? But maybe I need to unlearn that. All right, maybe Drake's you're a bigger man still. Pause. Hold on. I didn't mean for that to come out that way. One more. Right, Friday. Right? But like you're a more mature man maybe when it comes to certain things like that, conflict and beef. You know what I'm saying? You got more beef than I do. So, maybe you're more experienced in it.
More music.
Need that.
Again, before we leave, I've noticed Maul is more like Ebro than I ever thought. Because I saw this wild clip of Ebro today.
What?
Maul gonna whoop your ass.
Oh, so not pleased.
Where did that come from?
Not pleased with that take.
Are you trying to get him back for saying "Get Rich or Die Trying"? It was in the class.
No, that's why I'm starting to realize that Maul, just his speech off the Get Rich shit, like that we don't know what we're talking about. Did y'all see this Ebro clip today? And salute to Ebro. That's my guy. Love you, Ebro. This might be one of the wildest clips I've seen this month.
Okay, so they're just getting into the other shit. I listened to this episode this morning. Great episode with Touré in there as well. So really, really dope episode. Y'all can go check out. Hold on a second. My shit is acting wonky as fuck right now. Let me know if everything is moving smoothly behind the scenes before I continue my my rant here or my conversation. Because this my boxes are closing a little bit slow, so I don't want anybody to be seeing no freezing action type shit when we're doing this live stream here. Let me just close a couple of windows behind the scenes. You know me, I'm multiple windows, Rick. Un momento. I think we should be good now. I got like 30 windows open back here. My bad. So let me know what y'all think, man, because yes, I just had a whole rant about, you know, maybe I might need to grow up a little bit more, but there's still a part of me that's just to say, nah, bruh. You could do it without him, bro. You're good, fam. What? And I'm not hacked again, O'Neill, or Illinois. I'm not hacked. I'm good. I'm like, bro, you could do it without this nigga, bro. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, when's the last time you really was? Future's a GOAT. I'm not gonna get that twisted. But when's the last time that Future even had a hit song so that we can act like he's the more relevant niggas? Mind you, when it comes to Drake making music, because he ain't no spring chicken neither. Drawing for all of these young boys or all the young bucks that are in the game, that to me isn't always the best shit either. But if you're trying to catch a young demographic, you know, then go on, do whatever you're doing, bro. Just for me personally, and I'll just say this in closing before we move on to our next topic. If we want to get the Drake album, and just me personally, if you want to get a perfect Drake album where the critics are not complaining, it's balanced, you're going to have your hit songs, and you're going to have, you know, even good features, I would say start leaning in a more mature direction with hits. So let me explain. And big salute to Easy Factor for the membership right there. All right, he says smash that like. All right, smash that like. I'm about to break it down. So yeah, still link up with some of the people that you've been linking up with over the new times, so that you can keep some of the shit fresh, because you're going to need a couple of hit songs on there, so people will be like, yo, that's a slapper that's been moving in the club for the last 8 months, maybe a year. Cool. So you might need to, and listen, I'm sorry, gang, you still might need Yachty around, because he's going to give you some of that young swag, all right? But then, like, start leaning into, okay, if you're going to do a collab with Future, cool. That's somebody in your age bracket. Maybe holler at somebody else who's close to that 40 age bracket and get a collab with them, right? I need to hear maybe 2-3 introspective songs, all right, where people are like, oh, this is what's really going on in this guy's life. And I ain't never really heard him address shit like this. Like, Drake gets vulnerable with his shit, but like really introspective. Not like I'm bragging about how much money I got. Like, really get into the problems, court cases, all that type shit. Those ain't going to be the ones that's playing on the radio. Those are to be the ones that will give him the quote unquote Pulitzer considerations and all that type shit. All right. So where are we now? We got the hits. We got the introspection. We got a balance of a few, like, I guess, more mature features. Keep it under 18 songs, brother. And I think you got it. You can have a quote unquote masterpiece. Oh, and yeah, show some love to somebody from the city. Right? Like, put on somebody for the first time. Like, I remember listening to Jay-Z's album and hearing Kanye West for the first time. I was like, damn, okay, he's good. Same thing with J. Cole and a few other people that I've heard through somebody's album for the first time. So give us one of that. All the boxes are checked to me right there. And you're not giving some lame old head shit. Like I said, the hits are still there, but the introspection is really there. You know what I'm saying? And then I think you'll get a perfect Drake album. Juicy Hamburger says you got to text him this info. It might be too late, fam. They're acting like the shit is done already. But I just know how the man them move when it comes to this game. And I'm not just saying like, I know them personally and this is how they move. I'm just like, from history, nigga just stack this shit up with as much songs as they can. And, you know, there's about 5, 6, maybe 8 songs that you can choose to get hit songs from. There's a few fillers in there. We're not going to act like there's no fillers. And if you guys don't like it, then we'll drop the deluxe. Look For All the Dogs. Niggas didn't like For All the Dogs, bro. I'm just going to be real with you. Then they dropped the deluxe and people were like, yo, I'm fucking with the deluxe tracks. My brother, all those songs, niggas was fucking with that. Bruh, you could have made a concise piece of work without having to add the extras after. But that's also part of the game. Right? Juicy Hamburger says, I got to text this to him. I'm going to use this clip here and I'll tag him. Right? Because more times, to be honest, I don't even think Iceman is done. Right? I just think that's, to me, a concise album. And it doesn't have to be all rap. When I'm saying all of this stuff, all right, let me just add this before we move on. I'm not saying all of these combinations of tracks and features and all that with you only rapping. That would make me the old head, okay? If it was for my preference, then sure, yeah, only rapping all the way through. But that's not realistic. Do that with a mix of R&B and rap, okay? Maybe lean on the R&B a little bit less than other albums. See how that works out. 25% R&B and 75% rap. To me, that's friggin' money in the bank. Nobody can complain about the quality of the music. Nobody can say, oh, you try to stack it up with too much shit. Nobody can say, oh, this nigga just raps about nothing. Everything will be in there in a nice, concise package, pause, and that shit'll sell. And it'll be critically acclaimed. There you go. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.